Right, morning guys, how are we? So Thursday morning upon us. I've just been to my first job, dropped the kids off at school. So Thursday for me is school run day with the kids dropping off on a Thursday and picking up, which is nice because the wife's working. So been to the first job, just look at a job there. Customers requesting to fit a new oil boiler or LPG boiler and connecting it to back boiler solid fuel. So I've got to look into that one. We need to look at the foot and tons of the tank. There's quite a little bit of work involved in that, but nevertheless we deliver the goods as always. So I'm heading to my next job now. So this one I popped to on Tuesday night. It was an ideal boiler. It is an old boiler. I think it's a 150 kilowatt boiler. The thermocouple's gone. Oh no. So I've got this new universal one to get fitted, so I'm gonna head over there now, get this done, spin you around and let's go. This is me now. Beautiful scenes today. So this one here, like I say, popped on Tuesday. Faulty thermocouple. I diagnosed it because I'd whipped the thermocouple out, took it to my van and tried heating up the blowtorch, but you could see the end of it was totally shattered. It wasn't doing nothing at all. So set the scene. Ventilation. Checking it all out. So this is the beast. This ideal standard. There's not much information on this, I'll be honest with you. But you can see it's an absolute beast of burner, and all I'm going to be doing today is, because like I said when I come to it last time, you can see here my thermocouple on the end is shot. But look at that as opposed to the new one there. So these are bread and butter jobs, like I say, pretty simple to do. Look at the ends there. I've got my spanners ready to go, ring spanners. I'll get that dropped in there, do all that, pressure test it all, make sure it's all good in there, we're good to go with this one. So what happens with these thermocouples is pretty simple. It's 24/7, you've got a little part like that, just literally on your thermocouple like that, and what it does, this heats up all the time and then sends whatever it is in there, melted liquid or whatever, it pushes the pin out here onto the gas valve there. And what that does is when the boiler comes in demand, it allows the gas valve to fully open. Now if the thermocouple's failed, which this one has, it releases the pin on the valve there, the pin will get released and then it won't allow the valve to go into full mode basically. So it's a simple old school principle. Nowadays what we tend to find a lot of it is that obviously on a lot of boilers and stuff nowadays we've got things like parameters that are set up like thermistors, wet dry thermistors, obviously ionisation detection, things like that. You can't really go wrong with these, they're pretty simple. The proper old school boilers, these ones, I mean this has been in God maybe 50 years and it's still chugging on. I mean, I've said obviously we want to be looking at maybe thinking about replacing that in the future, but again, that's client's requirements. I want to keep this going for now, so it'll get from the Christmas time. That's the main. It's like this. This is the job equipment we use for our company, Combined Plumbing Heating. Job Logic. Now it isn't the cheapest. I think it's about £250 a month for us because there's 7 users on it. But again, I like it because again, it's simple. Can just run through what's what, go for my appliances, stuff like that. So I'm going to start taking the readings now for the boiler. Absolute goals in life, this. Beautiful property, absolutely beautiful. This building's got 5 boilers. Look at that for a beast. So that's me done. Thermocouple's in, boilers all working. Right, so I'm out of there, so thermocouple in, bread and butter jobs then. There's got 5 boilers in this property, scattered all over because it's that big. They've got a right wing and a left wing, or whatever you want to call it. It's a beautiful property. The views are amazing. The land I'm looking at now is absolutely humongous, so a lot to maintain, but nevertheless, I enjoy jobs like that. I always like to go to jobs like that and think of myself back in the day confidently. Now, how confident you can approach a job like that, it doesn't phase you. Do it. The customer's there, chatting to me, doing it, putting it in. I always remember turning up to boilers like that when I was younger, and you'd be like, fucking hell, I don't know what I'm doing here. But obviously, it's such a simple concept. You're back to basics, things like that. You just got your gas valve, obviously your thermocouple, your burner bars, your little board, your stats and stuff. It's so simple. Boilers nowadays on the markets are getting much more harder to work with. There's so much more that can go wrong, but them boilers there, bread and butter jobs, nice and easy. In, out, thermocouple, gas test, check your gas flow analyzer, stuff like that, and then I'm out there. So next one now, I've got a boiler quote to go do. So an architect that we'll do a bit of work for, boiler quote to go do, and then back to an old commercial site, which will get some footage. I need Dion to send me the list of what she wants me to do today. Numerous little jobs need doing, toilet repairs and stuff, so I'll crack on with that. Then at 3 o'clock I'm picking the kids up. I've got them at school disco tonight, as well as a couple more quotes. So it's hectic. Thursdays are nice though, because it's the day that I like to be out jobbing about, floating, getting things up to date. Just, it's a nice steady day just to start slow down for the week, so let's go. Get a schedule. I've got a spare half hour in the day, which is very rare. So I'm going to get my van cleaned out because this is just a mess. So obviously from doing the office yesterday, can't have that, that's not me. I'm trying to get a bit tidied out. I've also treated myself to a new Vito office bag. We'll think to this, the Rogue 2, I like it. What I'm going to do now is a couple of other things as well. The old mastic gun. So yeah, been treating myself, but I just need to get the van sorted out. It's a bit of a mess. I'll spend the next half hour just quickly. It's cold out here because I heated up. Quick half hour now, just get my van cleaned up and sorted. It's not that bad, just need to have a quick half hour, and hopefully I might get it washed today as well because I can't stand this van being dirty. Those pipes are a complete joke, and just put things back where it was. So I feel better now. I'm quite a bit of a service tied out in here. So I've got all my boxes put back. Power tools are sorted out. All boxes there, but a few boxes which I've got to get sorted out. But you can see the organisation, OCD, I like to keep. Again, I think I'll do a van tour again soon. I did one about a year ago now. Things have changed a lot since then. I just need to get rid of these buckets of rubbish, but everything's organised. I have a bit for everything down there, as you can see. All consumables up there, but this is where the real deal starts. So, like I say, with this one, I built this out basically. So what I can do is put some clips in there. I built this out because it's a 5-door van. The reason being, just so it's better for me to work off. So driver's side, everything's accessible, what I need. So again, obviously I've got my service maintenance bag here, every little bit in here, just consumables, bits and bats in there. So that's more like electrical away goes, things like that, testers, nail kit, things like that. A couple of there, I've had funneling kits, Milwaukee there, gloves, push fit caps, oil meter, drills. Again, just like to keep it organised. Me one like there. Again, content's been a bit crap today, I'll be honest. It's just been hard to get it because it's phases, a bit rubbish for me. But that's one I want to show you. I've tripped myself. Thought it's top time I tripped myself. Got myself a nice new Milwaukee 6 amp with the mastic gun as well. And obviously I've got my soldering tray, gas service maintenance bag, and then my I'll start getting shut up now because I need to get go get the kids now. Try and get rid of that rubbish and skip today as well, because I can't handle that all weekend. It'll do me head in. But yeah, that's my van. So again, as I said earlier, I've just tripped myself to the Velocity office bag. Really impressed with this, and I do like it. The reason being, I've got OCD to the nines, so I keep all my charging wires in there, drinks in there. All my cards are in there, so I've got all my qualification cards sat in there. Any receipts I've used throughout the day, any cash off jobs taken, I've got to get rid of that. Obviously, take it back to the office, get put in bank. Pack up bag, tell you what. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now, go get the kids, and then I'll see you shortly. Just always a bit Thursdays, like say for me, like Prani, just always the same. It's a pretty stress-free day, I'd like to say. Just like to get a lot of boxes ticked where I can and do what I can. You know, obviously it's just more or less, I think Thursdays now have turned into be more like a bit of a catch-up day for me, because usually absolutely manic to Monday to Wednesday. Friday's a mad one, but obviously because I'm doing the school run on Thursday, which again, it ain't all about money. It's nice to be able to do all that, be able to pick the kids up and see the kids because they're only young ones, so that's good. But